Hi everyone, quick flashlight discussion here. This is about Fenix flashlights, and if you've been a long time viewer of my channel, you know I've done a few flashlight videos, and I am kind of a flashlight fan for EDC, everyday carry. And I really do like Fenix flashlights. I have a lot of them. I prefer them over Surefire for a variety of reasons, and then other brands. I do have a few of different brands, but this is the brand that I have the most of, and they're my favorite. So what I've recently bought a couple months ago is this. It's the Fenix RC09, and for comparison purposes, you can see that this is the PD20, and this has been my all-time favorite Fenix flashlight just because it's so easy to carry. It's very bright, and so you can see that it's actually smaller than the PD20. Width-wise, it's about the same. It's hard to exactly tell. You could say that this ring here is slightly wider, but it's about the same. The pocket clip, is they are different, and the winner as far as the pocket clip goes is this one, because it's reversible. You can stick it on your hat, on your shirt, so you can normal pocket clip here, and you can reverse it and slide things under here. So that's pretty cool, but that's this minor thing. You probably take this one off, put it on here. So the pocket clip is slightly better on the RC09. And the downside of the traditional PD series and the majority of the Fenix flashlights we've seen over the years, they use the normal CR 123A batteries, and you can find them online for a lower price than what you can buy them locally, if you can find them locally. But you know, you have to order them, you have to have them around the house, you have to be prepared to replace your flashlight batteries. That's fine, and I do that. But the downside is you're always having to do that. The RC09 is just a rechargeable flashlight. You can plug it in and it'll recharge it. So you don't have to go through all the batteries you do historically. And it has this magnetic adapter you just snap on right there. You can lay it on there and it'll go in place. You can plug it into the wall with an adapter. You can plug it into your computer, USB. I just have it plugged into my computer and charging whenever I feel like it needs to be charged. So that's pretty handy. It's a bit odd that have this piece right here, but that's how it works. You can recharge it, use it as much as you want. Little lanyard hole there. So where am I going with this video? Where I'm going with this video is this is the latest and greatest technology, but man, it really comes down to ease of use. And I liked it. This one's more bright. Yeah, it's the brightest. You can cycle through them. So this is newer, it's going to be brighter. The technology changes probably every 6 months or so. But this PD20 is basically bright enough for the most part for an EDC flashlight. And you'll notice if I stand them up like this, there's something different about these two. And I knew this when I bought it entirely. But I was taking a bit of a risk, and this one does not have a tail switch, a clicky switch. And I'll tell you, it makes all the difference it is a huge difference. So I have another flashlight, I think it's the P30 that I couldn't find for this video, but it has a button right here that it's a bit bigger to turn on. But what occurs is if I have this in my jeans and I need to use a flashlight, I pull this out, you gotta fiddle around to find the little button, and by the time you actually find the button, you've usually moved on. You're walking through a dark hallway or whatever, you usually find your way through it before you find the button. That's what I've found. And that is no fun. So what I'm finding is that I don't use this one as much. I don't prefer to use it exactly for that reason. It's just too slow to find that little button when you can just go straight to the tail switch on these and use it right away. The other thing that I've found concerning, and I don't know if my facts are entirely accurate here or not, but I have to do some additional reading. If you happen to know, I love some comments. But this base is magnetic, so you can stick it on metal and it'll stick up and either sideways or vertically and shine the light down. Pretty cool. I'd rather have the clicky switch than that, but the thing that occurred to me is that I started noticing that it would get stuck to some things. And I thought a bit harder, and if I have this in my pocket, I got my cell phone next to it, I've got my credit cards next to it. Is this thing going to damage other electronics or my credit cards because it has a pretty strong magnet in there? So I feel a bit uncomfortable resting it on my cell phone or near my credit cards, which kind of defeats the purpose entirely of carrying it as an EDC. So I may be entirely wrong about that, but it is a concern which is limiting my carrying of this flashlight. So if they drop the magnet, put the clicky switch on, made all the buttons more ergonomic and more apparent, especially with the clicky switch, kept the pocket clip, made it rechargeable, kept the size, I think that it would be an awesome flashlight. But I've been going back to this one, the standard trusted one I've had for years. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, everyone.